A half-hour time slot really is not enough to talk to Camille Jayne, so we're just doing the glossy surface right here. But I wanted to ask you a couple different things. Comerica Bank, I want to talk about the OC Business Journal, of course, matters at hand. Let's take Comerica Bank,
Right.
and you can talk as short as long as you want, and we'll try to get to the rest. Your involvement with them, because David White and Comerica here,
Yes.
are awesome.
They are awesome. Well, I worked for Comerica Bank for a little over 5 years back at their headquarters in Detroit, and I was in charge of the liabilities division for the retail side of the bank, and I was also in charge of corporate advertising. They were a great place to work. I loved banking, who knew? They were extremely creative. They were the first large regional bank to put full-service banks in supermarkets, and I led the marketing effort of that with my the head of sales. And here in Orange County, I'm associated with them because tomorrow I'm going to be the MC of their second annual Comerica Women's Business Symposium. So they are reaching out to the women's business women in Orange County. And it's an educational symposium, so they're differentiating themselves that way to help women network. The tagline for the WBS is Learn, Connect, and Grow.
Okay.
So the learning is the educational breakout seminars, and the connecting is the networking, and we hope it's a growth experience.
Sure.
And all of the profits from the ticket sales will go to Girls Inc.
That's
so
fantastic.
It's wonderful.
And you also write a column in the Orange County Business Journal.
Yes, Keys to Wealth Management. Do you have your act together? The folks at the Journal, Richard Reisman and Laura Garrett, have been wonderful to Matters at Hand. They do a glossy pull-out supplement every year where we, as well as we feature the wealth managers around Orange County, so we can again help educate people. That's been extremely exciting to help with that.
Matters at Hand. We started with that, and I'd like to conclude with that.
Okay.
It's extremely important for someone like yourself to educate people on wealth and wealth management. What kind of obstacles do you find in doing what you do, and if you can shed some more light on exactly the kit?
Well, I think the obstacles are, a lot of people don't know what wealth management means, and it is an unfortunate name for the industry. It's a misnomer. People think they have to be wealthy. I think anybody who has more than $100,000 needs to start working at these things. If you're young and you have children, you have to understand you need the right sort of trust and the right sort of guardians and healthcare directive. You have to make sure that you're not paying too much in taxes, that you have the disability insurance and the right property casualty. It's for the here and now, and it's for the future, and it's for the hereafter. So it's all three, and just to get people to act and to understand is so critical. So they can sleep at night. It makes you feel more in control when you have these done right, and better peace of mind. Did
you get involved with that because of basically you getting to that $100,000 mark and going, okay, now I've got to do something?
No, actually, I was one of the worst offenders. It started when I was at Comerica Bank. People kind of thought I had a brain in my head, I think, when I became a banker. And they started asking me for help. So that was in the early 90s. So I educated myself to help people. It was my way of giving back, so I'd work with them and their advisors. And the advisors said to me, if you ever stop being CEO, this is great because, again, their clients are more educated, they're more informed, they're more likely to come in, get things done the right way, and more quickly. So that's where I realized there was a need in the marketplace for this, and I'm truly an educator at heart. I've taught in business schools as a visiting professor my whole career. So now to bring out the kit and to be able to go national, that our consulting service costs some money. The kit is for folks of all income ranges. The sophisticated layperson, again, probably someone who has investable assets of about $250,000 and household income of a little bit over 100,000. So you can reach folks from 35 to 70 years old and to help them for very little cost. And it's 100% deductible because it's an educational tool. It's wonderful.
Now.
It's national
Especially
now.
With the internet, we've been putting your website up. So
that's right, yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, so
what kind of feedback have you received?
It's been so positive. We have three targets. We have the end user, obviously, where they're buying one or two, and some folks are buying them for their parents, and some people are buying them for their adult children. Obviously the wealth management advisors who want to give it to their clients as a value-added resource tool. And third, our employers in the community, and I won't mention any names, but we have gotten into some very big employers who want to give this as part of their benefit package to employees. Because a lot of employers, especially the ones who are the best to work for, say they care about their entire life of their employees. So that is very heartwarming.
One final question for you as we close out. What is your goal now?
My goal is to really help people sleep at night by having them be educated with this and really get them on the right road. So I hope nationally we can make a huge effort that way. And we give our profits to charity. It matters a hand. So I'd like to be known someday as one of the largest contributors, philanthropic contributors in the country. That would be great.
You've been a great leader in business on all fronts. And it was a pleasure meeting you about a month ago. And I'm glad that we've arranged for you to be on the show. And I hope you come back.
I'd love to.
There's much more to talk about. And of course, Camille Jayne has her hands in a lot of different things and on a lot of different boards as well. I want to thank you. And you've been watching Business in the OC. From our studios here in Irvine, California, our Safe World's IPTV studios. For Camille Jayne, I'm Paul Higgins. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was
that
awesome.
Was wonderful.